There is a new method with the sugar apple fruit that will literally make you billions of dollars. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the very best method to go ahead and do this, as well as how I do it and how you guys can do it too. So let's go ahead and get right into this video. So first off, we're going to actually need a sugar apple, which I don't actually quite have because which I don't have in my inventory right now, but I will show you exactly how this works and why this is so overpowered just based upon what I've already done so far. So we head over to the seed shop. You guys probably know that the sugar apple can only be obtained during when it's actually in stock. So this is what it looks like right here. It is a prismatic and does cost 819 Robux, as you guys can see right there. So pretty expensive overall. I'm not gonna lie to you, pretty expensive. But if you can go ahead and get one of these by sniping them when they're in stock, obviously that's gonna help you a lot. If you want to go ahead and figure out how to get these faster, know when they're in stock more likely and all that, all you guys have to do is go look at a Discord server or join my Discord server. We do have a stock notifier and all of that good stuff, and that is how you can know when it's actually in stock. So now, what is the actual method that I'm using to literally make so much money with it? So let me explain exactly how this works. So the very first thing you need to do is obviously place down and plant your sugar apple seed, right? This is going to be really overpowered because first off, the base value for this is actually really good. And the only downside to this fruit is that, of course, it only has one plant per tree, apparently. It is multi-harvest, but it is only one, so that is a bit frustrating, but it's not the worst thing in the entire world. So let me explain what you need to do once you actually have it. So obviously go ahead and place it down, and the goal is going to be to get the biggest mutation size as possible. Now, I will go ahead and demonstrate to you how you can do this with the new sprinkler glitch method, and I'm not showing you the old one. This one is brand new, and this is going to help you get big mutations. And then after that, I'll show you what methods I use to get specific mutations that I'm looking for to make more money in the end. So we're gonna head over to the gear shop right here, which is what we're gonna need to do next after we have planted then we're gonna go ahead and cop a bunch of sprinklers, as many as you possibly can. As you can see, there's like none really in stock, so that's a bit frustrating, but we can work with it. So the next thing we're gonna need to go ahead and do is go to spawn right here, and this is where it's gonna get a little bit interesting for this method to work more efficiently. So the sugar apple, I'm not sure exactly the classification for this. I believe it's the sweet classification, but I will look to see. But what we're gonna need to do next is actually go ahead and buy a honey sprinkler as well. Go ahead and purchase one of these. You don't need this, but it is recommended for the tutorial, so go ahead and use that. Then we're gonna go over to the crafting, and the next thing that is recommended to craft is actually going to be so I just realized you can't actually really use any of these on the sugar apple as of right now, but when they do make this possible, make sure to use the proper one on the sugar apple, one that specifies sugar apple. All right, so let's go ahead and get into what you need to do next. So we have all of our sprinklers set down and ready, and then we're gonna head back to our garden, and we're gonna head back to our apple seed. Now, my apple seed would be here. I don't have it placed quite yet, but we're gonna just say it's right here. Then you're going to go ahead and use as many sprinklers as possible. Place them all down right here. You want to use everyone in the game and place them all down on top of each other, that everyone that's in the actual gear shop. And then after you've gone ahead and done that, you're going to want to go ahead and leave the game, because that will stop, I repeat, will stop timer from going down on the apple or on the sprinklers. So you'll be able to use this for way longer. In turn, this will also give you the biggest mutations you can possibly get on your grape. And that's not where we're stopping. That's not how we use this method to make the most amount of money. After you guys have done that, you're going to want to go ahead, basically just AFK in servers. Usually what I do is I just get an auto clicker and I just sit here and click this in a private server. That way I can get as many mutations as possible. So right now I have the bee swarm going, so I'm going to get pollinations, and then I also have the thunderstorm going, right? So I just sit here in AFK and try to get as many mutations as possible. Now, you do have a higher mutation chance with less fruit. Like the more fruit I have, the lower mutation chance I have to get on a specific thing. So for example, if I wanted to get a mutation on this Ember Lily right here, it's going to be really hard for me to get, disco, let's say during the disco event, right? It's going to be harder to get this specifically disco because I have so many other ones that it can actually get the mutation on. So if you're wanting to target that, I would have less plants in your garden, obviously, but for people that don't want to delete anything, that is just a recommendation. So you're going to want to AFK in it as much as possible. The next thing that I would recommend is getting in the updates, right? During this update, we had a huge amount of molten mutations that we got on them, and just a lot of really good overpowered mutations. We got the disco mutation. We got also, I think we got one other one. We got the chocolate mutation. As you can see, we have so many mutations in there that is going to help sell these grapes for way more money. And this is going to literally make you so rich inside of the game. And I'm not just saying that because everyone else is. It is genuinely true. It is one of the best in the game now. It is definitely better than the Ember Lily. It's crazy that they added something already better than the Ember Lily, literally like an update later, but this is definitely the most overpowered thing in the game currently. The grape, the sugar grape, or the, not sugar grape, I keep saying sugar grape, sugar apple. I keep saying grape because it kind of looks like a grape, but sugar apple, this is very overpowered method that I would highly recommend using. If you guys did enjoy this video though, please make make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel out a ton, and I will see you guys in the next video.